FaZe Banks' questionable record has finally caught up to him in the most poetic way imaginable.
We're East Coast bags during podcasts.
Honestly, I'll let you in on a secret. Don't tell anybody I said this, but we figured out how to just ski so much money out of Hollywood and the internet. Like, we're just running with it.
I know it, dude.
Until the fucking wheels fall off.
Those wheels have definitely fallen off by now. In less than a month, Banks has not only lost his prized position as the CEO of FaZe, but also come under fire for allegedly scamming his close friend Adin Ross.
I've never scammed anyone a day in my effing life. The entire narrative is unfair, and part of the reason it exists is because my FaZe name is so easily farmed and manipulated. For the time being, I'm gonna be stepping away from not only FaZe, but all of this internet shit.
Despite how much Banks wants viewers to think that this was the first major blow to his reputation, the internet never forgot and made sure to remind him of his past.
Never scammed, save the kids rug pool, CSGO gambling sites with rigged odds, other crypto dog shit coins. Yeah, I trust you, brother Banks.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving deep into the shady story of the infamous FaZe Banks, how he built his career on shady money and schemes, why it gradually tarnished his reputation, and what he's doing to pin the blame on everyone but himself. Chances are, if you're watching this, you've likely seen my other videos and still unsubscribed, so hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video. Richard Ricky Bankston, later known as FaZe Banks, is the type of creator that can turn a gaming group about trickshot montages into a multi-million-dollar esports and lifestyle organization. While Banks earned a founding position at FaZe due to his skills in Call of Duty back in 2013, his ability to leverage unique personalities and branding made up the majority of his contributions to the group.
I know it's been 3 weeks, it's been 3 long weeks, but me and my boys, we've been busy. We've been real busy.
Explain to them why we've been busy.
We've been busy. Well, for starts, we've been taking dance lessons and jamming a whole lot.
Dance class.
We're gonna film. Once the camera died, right as a hell.
He's leaving. I love him so
The
much.
camera just died.
Come here. I know you guys saw Rain's video earlier, and honestly, Tico! He goes, we love you, Tico! He's going to Sweden.
Love wins.
Love does win. Bye, Tico. Hey.
Bye, hey, buddy.
Through their initial success on YouTube and at global esports tournaments, FaZe Clan, and by extension Banks, began to embody the dream of making a living playing video games while hanging out with your friends, a sentiment that deeply appealed to their demographic of teenage boys and young adults.
2 frags away!
However, it wasn't until Banks fully leaned into his personal brand before he truly made a name for himself.
I did it, and I did it all by myself. I came out here alone. I didn't have the FaZe guys. I didn't have anybody. I came out here by myself with the hope and the dream of being one of the biggest people on the internet and doing all these crazy things and seeing out all my ideas and making all my dreams come true. And I can honestly say, I did it. I fucking did it. And here I am right now. And so we come back to why. Why 2 million? Why is 2 million so important to you? Those first 1 million subscribers, I posted videos here and there, right? I didn't really take it seriously. I didn't really care to be big on YouTube, right? I never have cared. I still don't really care. But I feel like that's what I should be doing right now, so that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it, so that's what I'm doing. And those first 1 million subscribers, they kind of came with just me being in other people's videos, mostly the FaZe guys videos, and me coming up and blowing up with the FaZe guys and just being a part of that. And I didn't really feel like I earned those, because I really didn't. I mean, I was in the other videos, and to an extent I earned them, but I didn't do it by myself. By no means did I do it by myself. But from 1 million to 2 million, I did that.
Banks' role in making FaZe what it is today is undeniable, but his influence didn't come without controversy or a few PR nightmares. A key example is Banks admitting to running the gambling site CSGO Wild to acquire funds for the group's esports endeavors.
With these kids, I came up with this idea for a different way to do it, and we branded it the right way. And my motivation for doing it actually was, at the time we weren't making enough money to buy a CSGO team. All in, the venture was going to cost us like $1 million, and we definitely did not have anything close to that. So my brain, like, we got to finesse it. We got to figure out how to make the money to buy this team now, because in the next 6 months, a year, this team's gonna be worth like $4 or $5 million, and we're not gonna be able to get into this game, which in our heads we need to get in this game. So we create this website, and through our rake and all that, we were making like $200,000 a day, and we set it up in Antigua. We set it up in Antigua. I had a house in Antigua for like.
Where's that?
For like Antigua in the Caribbean.
Island, yeah. Where?
It's an island.
It's one of those like islands where they.
The best.
It's an island in the Caribbean where where gambling. We're running a gambling website is completely legal if you have the permits and stuff to do it. So we flew there. We flew there private. Sat down with the guy who runs the country. Basically paid him like $100,000, and he gave us the license. And we had this whole estate.
Back when the site was still operational, everyone at FaZe vehemently denied owning CSGO Wild Wild, but shamelessly promoted the site to their young and impressionable fans. Not only that, but the site they were promoting had a very bad reputation in the community for being untrustworthy, rigging odds, and withholding player funds. So when people finally found out FaZe, and by extension Banks, were behind the whole operation, fans were beyond upset. Hearing about CSGO Wild opens an old wound. I made 2x coin flips back then with $1,300 and $2,700, waited 8 hours, went to bed. When I woke up, I had lost to the bot/owner of the site that later continued to lose 20k to pros like Crims, Olaf, Pasha, etc. Wouldn't have cared if I lost to an actual person or average user of the site, but it's complete bullshit that I could lose to the owner, considering what different things he could do to make sure he would win the coin flip. Compound this with the media storm around FaZe Clan members promoting the infamous Save the Kids token, and it's no wonder why FaZe's reputation sunk so low so quickly. However, taking advantage of naive fans with a gambling website was only one part of Banks' extensive web of shady deals and money. Over the next several years, Banks would either promote or be involved in a number of crypto and NFT projects that immediately went to zero shortly after launch. From trying to defend the controversial Hawk Tour coin to promoting shady crypto projects like Be Social while denying involvement, Banks mastered the art of pumping digital products, crashing out, and leaving his fans holding the bag. While this strategy worked out well for Banks initially, it would inevitably come back to haunt him and further degrade his online reputation. At the start of January 2025, a meme coin named after old competitive gaming slang and now the defunct esports organization, Major League Gaming, began gaining notoriety in the crypto community. Although this wasn't because people saw it as a worthwhile investment, but as a nostalgic joke about a bygone era.
Fuck what anybody thinks or says. If you feel it, if you really feel it, then run it.
Get that dickweed out of my sight.
For whatever reason, Banks decided to endorse the token and associate it with his history as a gamer. He wanted users to believe this extremely volatile and unproven meme coin was a good investment because it was based on online gaming history, with a tweet reading, "MLG, best gaming coin, real culture, 15 years of history, biggest upside." To any rational person, none of these points indicated the coin had real value, just hype. To make matters worse, the individuals behind the coin never stated any tangible utility for the project beyond being a part of community-driven initiatives and hosting servers for classic Call of Duty games. Despite this, Banks thought it would be a good idea to use made-up metrics to justify buying the token. Reading, "Someone asked me today, how are you feeling about 2025? I answered simply, well positioned." Banks was desperate to push MLG to anyone who was either too inexperienced with crypto to understand it or too blinded by hype to see the red flags. Unfortunately, one of the people lured into buying the token would serve as a prime example of why you shouldn't put your money in meme coins or trust Banks for investing advice. On the 4th of February 2025, Adin Ross went live with Banks and his crew for a crash course about investing in cryptocurrencies. Throughout the stream, Banks presented himself and his team as the best people to take advice from when it came to crypto. He even bragged to Adin about how his team was making 6 to 7 figures regularly.
He's a genius, doesn't leave his room, he's autistic, he only eats pizza, and he stares at his monitors 23 hours out of the 24 hours in a day. Do you know how f***ed up it is to live with this kid? And every 2 days, he hits a 7-figure lick, and I miss everything.
Tells nobody.
And then CT is spamming about how we're some insider trading cabal. It's like, who? Who the f*** on the inside? Because it's not me.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie Up?
Dude.
However, before they could get to the finer details about Adin's journey into crypto, he decided to jump headfirst and buy $50,000 worth of MLG.
Wait, can I buy my coin on stream first? Then I'll buy.
You don't have the money yet.
It's in there. I have some.
No, that's the money that Nova sent you for your chat. You don't have the money yet.
Yeah, but you know it's coming. I'm good for my money.
Maybe do it at the end.
No, I want to do it now. There's an itch.
Rip it.
Go ahead, sure. Go on, Jupiter.
Thank you.
Do it for her if you want.
Buying MLG so early into the stream would almost immediately backfire, as Adin lost over $7,000 within mere moments of acquiring the token.
Oh, it's in here already.
Yeah, it's in there. Already, boom.
Dude! Oh my fucking god, bro! That's not even my sister's bro. Don't laugh, dude.
I didn't laugh.
No,
You're smiling, so I smiled at you smiling.
No, wait, I already made 25k off the coin?
No. That's what it's up today.
These kids are actually fucking
We
weird.
can swap out on Jupiter as well.
So be careful, they might throw some trade.
All you need is Jupiter and probably Phantom.
Yeah, Jupiter fan, who just did it?
Wait, did I just lose $5,000?
Maybe.
Phantom's like delayed, so it's gonna like slip up and down.
Okay, so
But you definitely should not, just like, you don't have to stare at it.
don't stare at it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
The whole point of what we're trying to get you to a spot.
Dude, I just lost $8 grand.
All right, click out of it, click out of it.
Okay. What do I do now?
Wait for the rest of the money.
Yeah, wait for the rest of it.
As steep as that drop might have seemed, it was only the beginning of MLG's decline in value. Over the next several minutes, Adin lost another $6,000 and wasted no time in voicing his dissatisfaction.
Just listen. Just listen. Just listen.
Dude, can I talk about that?
Talk about that.
Why am I down money?
Because people are using you to sell. People are using your buy as like a spot to sell.
I'm
It's
down
just-
12 grand.
It's okay.
It'll go up.
People have been expecting this moment all day. Again, we're retarded. So a lot of people bought MLG probably today, expecting you were going to buy it and using the event if you're buying it to sell it. But it's fine. Again, this is something that we're all positioned in for good reasons. There's a lot of reasons to be excited about a position like MLG. Let's talk about all that.
Also put yourself in a sick spot. Flowers where they're due. Like you're gonna get on CT probably on Twitter, whatever.
Why would I get? What am I doing
Because
wrong?
it's like always top signal, like whatever.
What? What am I
You
doing
talk-
wrong?
But to be fair, you've been getting paid in ETH. Like, you've had ETH for.
Hold the Who started this rumor in this room?
You
where I'm
had
getting
ETH for a
paid?
minute. You had ETH for a minute.
I thought that's how you got paid.
You said 3 or
No,
4 years.
I know.
Despite Aiden's reservations about getting rugged or someone rug pulling his fans, the people in the room with him considered the thought of a rug pull happening laughable.
That's kind of the whole point.
Cool.
You called me 2 weeks ago and asked, you said, I'm with my friend right now, he's saying this, he's saying that. And I said, please, Aiden, just don't.
Yeah.
Just let's do this the right way. That's
Got
the
it.
whole point, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be rugging anything. Or I don't want. What?
It's just retarded. It's just-
Although every celebrity does that. They join crypto and they like instantly rug. But Banks,
But I'm here to stay.
yeah, so you're here to stay. You're doing the right
I don't need the money. I'm doing this for
the
fun. I swear to God, I am. I'm not even joking. Why are you looking at me like that?
No,
Dude, I'm dead serious.
I know, it's
like,
funny.
give me the
Dude,
eyes.
I don't need the money. Like, I really,
It's funny.
What can I buy with like an extra what? If I make $5 million if I'm rug. Like seriously, what can I buy with that? Car?
Rug what? What?
I don't want a rug.
You're retarded.
Okay.
Alright,
Anyway.
tell them what you think you should do.
Yeah, okay. So,
Please.
Even with Aiden's poor introduction to crypto, Banks still wanted everyone watching to believe he was the best person to give investing advice.
and back to your point of why we're here in the first place, we have a million things going on. It's honestly almost easier for us to not do this. It's a lot simpler. We're here strictly because Aiden calls me every day about crypto, and it was only a matter of time before somebody who shouldn't be in this position next to you was in this position next to you, feeding you, steering you in the wrong direction, and maybe even potentially pushing you and urging you to drop a token, which would be the worst case scenario.
Overall, the stream was a disaster for Aiden, but a dream come true for Banks, as he would use the residual hype to promote MLG even further. However, when people rightfully questioned his motives and advice, Banks would immediately become defensive, with tweets reading, "The only advice I'll ever have for anyone regarding crypto ever again, celebrity or otherwise, buy Bitcoin and shut the F up. I've been buying all the way since 3 million, I've never sold MLG $1 and would never at these prices. I'm just done giving people advice about crypto." Banks might have been done giving crypto token advice, but he had only begun to suffer the consequences of promoting them. By July 2025, leaked DMs of Banks blaming Aiden for the sharp reduction in MLG value began circulating all over the internet, with the messages reading, "Adin Ross effed this up. This community dumped on him buying, used him as exit liquidity, his ego got hurt, blamed Frank, him and Frank got into it privately, Aiden despises Frank and spins and drives a narrative about Frank selling, somehow this falls on me and threads to farm the whole situation, spin it into me selling and dumping coins. When I ran the thing up from effing 3 million to 200 million organically, top blasted multiple times, invested an F ton of money and never ever sold. The only bad actor in this entire thing is Aiden, point blank period." While the internet might overlook Banks' conflict of interest in promoting MLG, no one would let him shift the blame to the person he presented the coin to, especially not Aiden, with Aiden replying, "The Banks screenshot is real." That is F. If you guys think that MLG being rugged was me, I'm sorry to tell you it wasn't. There's a reason that entire house is silent. Truth will come out eventually. I'm just more hurt on the fact someone I call my brother is behind my back. You'd think with such devastating news coming out about him, Banks would come up with a well thought out response to clear the air, but instead he tried to settle things behind closed doors first before going public, with a tweet reading, "On the phone with Aiden right now. We're doing a stream together tonight to address all of this. This whole thing has has been wildly miscommunicated and destroyed my mental the last several months. I've wanted to more publicly talk about this situation for a while. Sucks any of this effed with me and Adin's relationship. See you guys tonight. In addition to this, Banks announced that he'd be stepping down as CEO of FaZe and attempted to sweep all of his previous shady crypto promotions under the rug with a tweet that read, "I've never scammed anyone a day in my effing life. The entire narrative is unfair, and part of the reason it exists is because my FaZe name is so easily farmed and manipulated. For the time being, I'm gonna be stepping away from not only FaZe, but all of this internet shit. Sucks my entire life gets ruined over something I didn't even do. The real ones know." The real one did indeed know, as FaZe Rain, Banks' former roommate, would chime in on the situation.
I mean, I saw a lot what Banks said. I saw the way he's going about defending himself, but one thing I haven't seen him say is if those DMs are real or not, what he said in the chat. It seems like he's kind of dancing around that topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, like, it's just, bro, like, we all make mistakes, but it's all about taking accountability for a lot of stuff, right? It's like, hey, bro, like, I said it, my fault, I was wrong. I threw you under the bus when, you know, I should take blame for that. I made that stream happen. It's like that, right? Like, bro, I genuinely couldn't believe it when I saw that message, especially like the way it was worded. When I read that at the end saying there's only one bad actor in this and it's Adin, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was a crazy thing to read, right?
It was clear that Banks was trying to dodge accountability and shift the blame for the controversy onto someone else's shoulders, saying Adin was the only, quote, bad actor, using his mental health as an excuse, and even trying to make the hate seem artificial were just a few of the tactics Banks employed in hopes of clearing his name. Sadly, these cheap theatrics only made people hate him more, and prompted the individuals behind MLG to leak even more of their DMs with Banks, specifically the ones of Banks threatening them to give him a bigger share of the token. Banks, me and Frank want to buy big bags OTC. Really only way for you and other team members to sell right now. Something you'd be interested in? MLG, how much supply are you guys looking to scoop up? Banks, definitely don't want to buy at current prices. If that were the case, I'll just stop tweeting and market buy in 2 weeks. I only own 0.6%. I want to own at least 1%. I think Adin wants more too. Would be good to have a bag to on board with as well. MLG, when it comes to OTC, I'm more than happy to do deals at spot, but don't feel it's right to give special treatment. Banks, and I can't stress this a second longer lol, 0 point. I make 6 figures a day. Was never about the money, more about being right, but I've 1, lost faith in team, 2, isn't fun anymore. Banks wanted to maximize his profits from MLG, and from his phrasing in the text, had no intention of keeping the coin long term, something he strongly implied wasn't the case when he streamed with Adin back in February. Speaking of Adin, when he and Banks finally got to settle things on stream, the former leader of FaZe pulled every manipulative tactic in the book to minimize his wrongdoings.
How did we get in this mess, man?
I mean, it just started with the resurfaced, group chat screenshot. It just started from you speaking, behind my back.
I know. We'll get to the text. Obviously, I'm just saying. Listen, me and you have known each other for how long?
Years. We have a lot of history together.
Years and years and years. We live together. We can talk to each other about anything. We've went through deep shit off stream. Our relationship 99% of the time is off stream. Me and you have had one issue between each other our entire lives, the entire time knowing you. What is it?
What? I don't know.
MLG.
Oh.
This whole MLG thing.
Yeah.
Agreed? The only time me and you have had any weird energy, all this weird back and forth, the miscommunications, the talking between Tav, all that has been over the stream that we did 6 months ago.
Right off the bat, Banks appealed to his friendship with Adin and tried to make it seem like the whole thing was just one big conspiracy against him.
The moment you bought it on stream, the truth is the community dumped the coin. It doesn't even logically make sense that anyone in that room dumped the coin. It doesn't make sense. Our wallets trading it are public with millions of dollars in it. Why would we give that up? Why would we start dumping it live on stream to lose millions of dollars? It doesn't even logically make sense, first of all. The coin starts to dump, then you start getting pulled into this propaganda machine about this being a scam because it's dumping, because they're using you as exit liquidity. The point is nobody even cares to understand the nuances of this. It's easier to just farm FaZe Banks scammed Adin Ross. So I've been dealing with that and getting spammed that the last 6 months. I post some whack group chat. It's obviously and it just puts us in this spot. But nobody scammed you. Nobody scammed you.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you did sign an agreement stating that you didn't dump on me. You did.
From that point on, Banks's primary defense was that he didn't trade on his public wallets. And while that seems to be the case, it doesn't stop him from creating other wallets to hold MLG. He also walked back his previous claims about MLG being an investment and labeled everything involving meme coins as gambling.
The truth is, when you're dealing with like that, in assets and in coins that are as volatile as even one as high as 150 mil. Anything that isn't Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Hyperliquid, like these things are all liable to bet at any time. You're really just gambling. It's literally just gambling. And if you're uninformed, you have a massive disadvantage. And that's just the facts. That's why I'll never promote it again. I'll never be involved in that. And honestly, like just the general, I don't know. It's just, I regret every part of it.
Naturally, viewers weren't too pleased with how Banks was steering the conversation, and they demanded Adin take things more seriously. Upon noticing this, Banks feverishly tried to take the conversation off stream.
How are you folding, by the way? Can you explain to me?
I don't know what they want me to do. Dude, I think they genuinely want me to beat your bro. I think that's like they're wanting me to legit bro. I think that's literally what they want me to do. Like, chat, is that what y'all mean? Like, I don't like. What do y'all? Like, I don't like. Yeah, they do.
Well, listen, I'll let you get to it. Then
I'm not even capable of that. I don't want to hit you.
I know. I just think the conversation's gotten to a point where we should just have the rest of it off stream and just be as genuine as possible, and let's just talk off stream.
I know.
If you're open to it, I would love to have that conversation. Listen, I love you to death, and it's been special to watch you come up, and it's wild to me that we're even in a spot that is like this, that people want to see us at ends with each other. I don't know. That's why ultimately I'm going to consider it a blessing in disguise and just step away from the internet.
By the end of the stream, Adin decided to not hold Banks responsible for what happened with MLG, and used the contract they said that day as reassurance.
I first want to start out and take you guys back to the MLG stream and just everything. Like, the fact that we're still talking about this, let's just put behind us after this, okay? So, as you guys know about the MLG stream, the crypto stream and that, with everything going on and all that crazy stuff, listen, guys, I called my lawyer and I said, listen, I need a contract. And I basically want this contract that basically says, if you sign off on this contract, you are admitting and you are basically signing off saying that you never dumped live on my stream, okay? So basically, I had everybody in that room sign that contract, okay? Now, that means that there's no way they could have dumped from their personal wallets. I wanted that for my own self-reassurance. I wanted that for what I wanted to hear. I'm hearing things from other people. Oh, you need to speak to... I called my lawyer, bro. I called my lawyer. I made them all sign a contract. I don't give a... All right, I made everybody in that room sign a contract, bro. My lawyer worked overtime. That's why I missed the stream.
With that dispute handled and the rest of his supply of MLG sold, Banks doubled down on manipulating the narrative around the controversy, with tweets reading, "This is desperate and weird. These texts actually make it seem even more clear that I didn't have any side wallets and have been telling the truth. People need to pick a story. Either I had bundles with tons of supply, or I didn't have enough supply. The irony is that this community is upset that I, quote, abandoned them and won't continue to pump their bags. But in reality, this was me trying to fix the damage the stream did on their behalf. What Banks didn't seem to understand is that promoting a product comes with a responsibility. After spending his entire career promoting shady businesses and products, Banks shouldn't be surprised that people don't trust him. While Banks had some plausible deniability when it came to whether or not he rugged Adin and fans, the same couldn't be said of his irresponsible move to promote it in the first place. As he said, meme coins were basically gambling, although that wouldn't be the first time he pushed a gambling platform. Whether Banks liked it or not, it was responsible for the losses Adin suffered on stream. As the crypto analytic tool Bubble Maps puts it, be Banks. Buy a bundled token, promote it with the crew, watch it collapse to zero, sell, and post about mental health. Even though Banks was able to dodge accountability this time, it came at the cost of his position at FaZe and what little respect he still had online. One can only imagine what he'll signal boost next, once he inevitably returns to the internet.